Hey people, how are you doing? And I hope your day has been going on well. Yeah, so I was meant to upload another video for Vlogmas and I could not just get away with this feeling. It's no longer news, it's everywhere online about a boy that was bullied in school. He was literally beaten to death by some seniors and he died eventually. And it's a very, because I saw the story when it came out newly, and I was feeling so bad already till I got to know that today is the boy's birthday. Wow, I really don't know what to say. All I know is no to bully whatsoever. Like, I can't even wrap my head around the fact that children in secondary school we will beat someone, or we will beat another minor and the person will die. Like, what happens to humanity? What kind of children are we raising these days? Like, what is happening really? I don't even know who to blame. The parents, the children, the teacher, this generation Z or generation fast forward that we are. God, right from time I always knew boarding school was a no-no. Of course, you hear gist. I remember my elder sister going to boarding school when she was in GS1, and the only thing she brought back was a bed and maybe a fork or spoon. It was hilarious. I never liked boarding school, and I think that was the last. I think she spent maybe one term or the whole session of GS1, and that was the end of boarding school. It has never been my plan to send any of my kids to boarding school. But then we have people that really have to put their kids in boarding school. I'm not judging anybody, but how do we cover up, like, being there for them at a particular moment in their life? And I don't know, it's just messy. My head is full. Like, I pray we get justice for him. And guess what, this is not the only story. There are some stories back. I know of a boy that was sexually abused and all of that. Thank God for the mom. The mom stood and fought everybody. She was a lion. No, I respect that woman. She fought with all that she had and made sure that the boy got justice. And these are the kind of people that we need in this our country, because so many times we believe this thing is far away before you know it's happening to someone near or close to you. Unfortunately, this boy, I think his cousin is someone I know too. So when I saw it on our status, I was like, wow, this story has been making me sad all day. And to now think someone I know knows the family, so it brought it a bit closer, and I could literally feel the pain they are going through. So how do we go about it? How do we even call bully? How do we train our kids? Number one, we need to train our children to be able to tell us everything and anything. And the first thing first, we need to be their friends. We need to be able to allow them have this friendship with us. It doesn't have to be mobbing, lording over them all the time. At least let there be this communication that they could come home and tell you everything that is happening. Like, okay, and for example, maybe when they come back from school, try to talk to them. Oh, so what time did you enjoy your meal in school? What kind of game did you play? Did you play on the seesaw? And before you know it, they'll start opening up to you. And this reminded me of something that happened in my son's school. He came home one day and he said, okay, I think he told the dad first. So person told me my mouth is smelling. Of course, that dismissed and was like, oh no, your mouth is not smelling. What did you tell them? I think eventually, okay, the dad told me that, just said this, and I was like, of course, who did this to my son and all of that. Eventually Josh came and told me himself again, and I was like, don't worry, I'm going to handle it. And a few hours again, he still told me. Then I realized this is a big deal. I was like, okay, don't worry, I'm going to tell your auntie in school and it will be sorted. He's going to apologize and all of that. And I made sure that the next day I wrote it in his book is I think report book that they give them every day. I make sure that I wrote it in the and explained so person, because they told me the name of the boy. So person told me that my mouth is smelling. Please address this and make sure the boy apologized to him. I wrote it there, and he came back home and he said, "Mommy, this person apologized to me." And he said he apologized in front of the whole class. The teacher told the boy to apologize. I was like, wow, yeah, these are 4-year-old kids. And of course, I think the auntie wrote it in the book that, yeah, he apologized, we are so sorry, and all of that. Of course, I still want to get to the root of the problem. And luckily for me, the next day, I was the one dropping him in school. And I went to the head teacher. And I said, I don't know if you're aware, so and so happened. And I think the teacher addressed it, but I really want it to be known that it is not acceptable. And of course, they called the teacher and they said, yeah, that we really apologized. Yes, we made the boy apologize in front of the whole class. And I was like, yes, thank you. Because so that anytime it happens next, maybe this is not the action I'll be taking. I really don't want to go down there, but we need our kids to be able to trust us, to be their Voltron all the time. Like, you know that nobody can do anything to them. So even if you tell them, don't tell your parents, I'm going to kill you, they know that since you've taken an action on their behalf before, they will feel confident to always come back to tell you. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense, because so many things going through my head. And of course, we cannot ignore the part of prayer. We need to pray for our kids, because this thing, it's even though it's physical, it's still more spiritual, because I really don't know the devil that will enter some children and make them do this. And it is just sad. We need to take action. We need to be responsible for our kids. We need to know what they are doing. We need to know the kind of friends they have. I don't know why kids that are less than 15 are having a phone in the first place. I really can't wrap my head around it. Yes, call me old school, but no, it's still a no. I'll buy a landline in my house for my kids to call me if they really need to give me an information, because I think the exposure too is not helping. Yeah, it's a one-way thing or a two-way thing, but then we need to be able to curb it and train them. I just pray Holy Spirit to inspire us and teach us how to lead them, because they are entrusted in our care, and whatever it is that happens to them, it still falls back to us, because they will ask you, God will ask you, this child that I entrusted in your hand, how did you treat, or what did you do? We are going to give account of everything that you entrusted in our hands. So please, I pray for peace for Sylvester, soul, his parents. I pray that the Lord will comfort them. I pray that God will help us in this journey of life. So thank you guys. This is today's video. Nothing more, nothing less. Hopefully by tomorrow I'll be in a better mood to post a video. So that's just it. Just to encourage us to be good parents. Let's be there for our kids. Let's not ignore anything. A little sign, a little change. Let's be present. Like one of my aunties was saying it today. Let's be mindful of everything. Let's be in the moment with them. Not always on our phone. Let's not be busy. Let's not be carried the way we walk. Let's really be there for these kids, because they need us. And I hear in one of the story, like, I think this is not the first time, and we just need to be extra vigilant for them. That's just it. We need to be hawk. We need to be eagle all over them. That's just it. I pray God help us and we will not fail in this journey of parenthood. Thank you, and see you guys in my next video. My name is Oyenikijo, and please feel free to subscribe to the channel, and thank you once again. Bye.